Welcome back, everyone. All right, so it is Saturday morning, the 24th. I'm tired. We were at the track all night. Only got one pass in, which I'll include. Here. She did good. Strong 1098. No, she was fantastic. The boost adjustments that we made. Shout out Dennis King, Redline Tuning Solutions. You're the man. The tuning adjustments that we made everything a lot happier. It left on 10 pounds. I would show you guys the data log, but unfortunately what happened was the computer moved when I let go of the button. When it moved, it pulled the cable a little bit, and the cable's got 25 million feet of space in there, so it shouldn't pull it out of the computer at all, but it jostled it just enough to tell me I wasn't allowed to have any information. I know how much it left on. I know roughly how much it made about the 330 area, and all my data's gone after that. So it's on the same thing that we ran on Sunday, which you guys don't know that because I haven't done that video because I'm a slacker. Maybe I'll just make a video. We'll just make this one video because I didn't get any footage on Sunday. I just went and tested on my own. I didn't have anyone with me or anything like that, so it's just a day of racing. Last Sunday we went. Car did okay. It was leaving pretty good, but it wasn't. I knew it wasn't making enough boost. The shift change was pulling. The converter was grabbing the motor real hard. So I sent all the information over to Dennis. Dennis looked at it, immediately yelled at me for my converter being too tight, which everyone's been yelling at me from the beginning that my converter's too tight. But I was like, dude, I just want to go run my number on Friday, and if we're still having a problem, then I'll pull the converter out and we'll send it off to PTC, and we'll have Dusty loosen it up a little bit. So he sends me an adjustment, and sorry, low battery. So he sends me an adjustment, and I was out picking up what you see in the clickbait picture. That was our plan B. So when I got back from plan B, we went to plan A, and plan A worked flawlessly. Grabbed the brake, told it I wanted 8, put it at 3,600 RPM. No popping, no banging, just right up there nice and smooth, and then made a solid 7.5. He said, okay, put it at this RPM, try it again. So we did. Went a little bit higher in the RPM, didn't really make any more boost. He said, okay, now tell it I want 10 pounds or 12 pounds. I said, okay. So at that point it was a little late, so I waited till I got home on Wednesday. Would have been Wednesday. So I got home Wednesday, I tested it out, and it made 10. It went to the RPM we wanted. I bet. That's a good thing. So plan B is still over there on the bench. Plan B is still a plan B. You know, if I get really close to my next goal and it's just not quite there, we'll put a little giggle juice on it. It ain't nothing serious. It'll be something small, like a 50 or something like that. But with how yesterday went, I don't really think we're gonna need it. Yeah, she performed beautiful. This is going to be Dennis's clip in here that you guys see. He took a start line video for me. Unfortunately, we kind of, I got up to lanes and I had just enough time to really get ready, get the car situated, data log and stuff like that before we went up. So I didn't get to tell anyone I was up. They missed most of the pass till I blew by at the 8th mile. Car went a little left. There's 2 reasons for that. I'm pretty sure. I think the tire pressures in the back were slightly off from one to the other. And the other issue is I have to get the car aligned. It drives beautifully straight, but the steering wheel's not straight. So when I went to put it in the groove, I thought I had it straight and I'd point it left because the car twists. It kicks the ass end to the right when I do a burnout, which apparently I also don't do a very good burnout. These are all things that I need video for, and we're working on it. But, so I was a little to the left to begin with, and then the tire pressure didn't help and it went more left. But it was drivable. Kept my foot in it. It did pull the front. It didn't come off the ground, but it did pick the front end up a little bit. It left really good. New best 60 foot, new best eighth mile, new best eighth mile an hour, and new best quarter. So very happy with everything overall with last night. We went to make another pass. Dennis made some adjustments because he was at the track with us. And before I could even go try it, the trans-cooler line popped off. So remember those lines that I said, these might work? Yeah, didn't work. It could have just been that I didn't push it on all the way, and then we put a lot of pressure in there and it pushed off. Could be 100% my fault. It probably is. Generally, with this car, anything that happens is my fault because I'm the only one who works on it. So it's not bad. We fixed it. Shout out to Tyler for helping me get it all squared away. Let's look. All right. So you can see everything looks pretty dry now. The problem was it was 10 o'clock. We fixed it. We still had to brake clean the whole underside of the car. The passenger side tire, the rim was caked, absolutely caked in fluid, dripping onto the tire and stuff like that. And I probably could have brake cleaned it off and been okay. I was able to brake clean like the brakes and the rear end and everything else, so it wasn't dripping fluids and stuff. And it was like you saw, it's very clean. But I personally wasn't comfortable rushing something like that and then risking there still be fluid somewhere, it fall on the tire, and I lose control for just to get another pass in. I can race Wednesday, Friday, Sunday. Like there's options. I got options. But if I put the thing in the wall and I ruin it, I can't do that. So I made the decision that it just wasn't worth risking it. We cleaned it up enough to put it on the trailer so I could drive it home, get it home and everything. But other than that, not worth risking. So it was a one and done night, unfortunately, but it was a good one. We had a very good one. Shout out to the ticket booth girl who yelled at me for my headlights not being on, or my lights not being on, but they were on. They just weren't up. So now I've been informed I have to race with the pop-ups up, which is fine. It is what it is, but they were on. I just, I leave them down during a pass, and then at the top end of the track, when I pull over and save my data log and all that stuff, I just get out and I pop one of them up so I can see down the return road. So no big deal. Yeah, we had a great time. I got a huge surprise. My oldest came down to visit with my parents, which was super nice. Got to see them on my birthday. I'll include a clip of what the trans brake should sound like the next time we go out to test. This will be the adjustments that Dennis made, and I'll put that here. The adjustments Dennis made just before I realized that I was puking trans fluid all over the ground. Yeah. So, but everything's safe, everything's healthy. The fluid smells perfectly fine, which is amazing because trans fluid smells terrible usually. Shout out FTI. I think I have my boxes over there. Box of FTI fluid. Thankfully, I did bring it with me to the track. I was like, I'm gonna bring this just in case. Good choice. So yeah, that's gonna be it for this week's video. It's gonna be real short, real sweet. You know, she's already packed away, back in the garage. Look at how pretty she is. You know, I cleaned up her house before I brought her in. She deserved to come to a nice clean floor, so you can see. Hold on, let's go this way, it'll be a little easier. Garage is nice and clean now. She's not on nothing. Got the Hoosiers hanging out. At some point, I will purchase another set of radials. I want to see how we can get this thing to 60 foot on a radial. The way OSW preps that track, I think it'll boogie. But yeah, so that's it. Real short and sweet. Appreciate all the birthday comments and everything like that. And as always, comment, like, share, subscribe. Get up and get after it.